Hey, 1,000 hours. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Your host, Rashard. I got my dog. Hey, mentor, former coach, former player himself. You feel me? Ball Hawk, man.
It's me.
Hey, I appreciate you,
I'm here, man.
brother.
It's full circle,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
It's full circle.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you having me on.
Look, get out your feelings. Go and grind. Cash out for your winnings. Time to get it. Pray to God and then it's time to get it. Time you spending. You can't get back all that time you spending on your ass. Get up, motivate the youth and gon' dig get your stash. Why you waiting? The world is open arms. The hug is for the taking, no debating. And he made you different. No time for the basics. Lace the kicks. I threw on a fit and said that I'ma make it. Ain't no pills. Yeah, I'm from the hood, but I decode the matrix. Millions.
Man, if y'all don't know, right? So I met Hawk back in, what was it, 11, 12, sometime like that. You was helping coach at CHS.
Yep.
And, you know, back then, I ain't really know who you were, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, man, just tapping in and then just seeing little stuff you did, man, and watching your highlights and stuff like that, bro. Like, it ain't nothing but to be inspired, bro. Motivated, you know what I'm saying, to be better,
I appreciate
bro.
that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not originally from here. I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
Facts.
But I went to UVA.
Exactly.
My wife's from here. She went to CHS. And we had just moved back before the 09 arena season.
Yeah.
And just wanted to do something in the all season.
Facts.
Started coaching or just working. I just wanted to work with athletes and just be around the game.
Yep.
And I had met your pops. And, you know, we speed guys. So everybody, when they see you running, like, yo, that's somebody who faster than you. And I had met your pops. And then met the Thurstons. And then I know they close with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I knew about your older brother first, who was a hell of a kick returner on JV. And then about time you got acclimated to go to varsity, I was at Green. I went to William Monroe to coach. And once you finally got a chance to play quarterback, I was in the booth doing high school games. And I remember when y'all played Western.
Yeah.
And you went crazy.
Stupid.
It was just like a one-man break. Because your dad used to be like, yo, I want my son to play quarterback. And I'm like, who is he talking about? He's like, Rashard. I'm like, dog, he's like a running back. He was like, nah, put him at quarterback. And it was like, it's crazy how it happened because Thurston was still there. And he was a dog playing running back. So you was at quarterback. And, dog, you made some of the craziest runs that game, bro. That one long run you had on the sideline.
Took off.
So here's the thing, bro. I knew you was fast, right? But I'm always amazed that when somebody exceeds like what you think of them being fast. So when you hit the sideline, I'm in the booth, and like color commentary. If people know what's in the booth, you got the play-by-play color commentary. Usually the former players, the color commentary, providing you the X's and O's after the play-by-play.
Right.
So as the play's going on, you hit the sideline, and the former player in me can see. He gone.
Yeah.
So he's like, Rashard Davis on the right, all around the corner. Looks like they're going to bottom myself. No, he gone. And I ain't supposed to cut him off, but it just flowed. And Channing looks at me and go, kind of like, I was like, he gone. And before I know it, 70 yards later, you was gone. So he starts telling me, like, how did you know? I was like, bro, you just know when somebody's going to hit a gear. Man, your high knee drive. It was almost like he was at track practice. It was like he was doing B runs. I was just like, yo. When did he get that damn fast? And then it was again. Boom. Yo, because that was an overtime game.
Yeah. That joint, man, to the wire, bro.
Yo, that was a dope game.
Hey, I do want to go back to, man, you said, hey, hit that sideline like track practice, bro. But track really what did that.
That's what it is.
You know, not JV, but junior year, I was still eating too. But junior year I first started running track.
Okay. After
that football season, I went out for basketball like always. And then I don't know, it ain't hit me like it usually do. Like, I was usually either football, basketball.
Yeah.
But it just, you know what I'm saying, it won't click in the same way. So I'm like, man, I'm off this. So then one day I'm walking through the cafeteria and Chris.
Yeah.
He like, man, coach, that's what you need right there. I'm like, man, I ain't running no track, bro. Yeah. Pop's been telling me since day one, like,
get on the track.
Get on the track, bro. You gotta get on the track. I'm like, man, I ain't running no track, but that's probably the best thing I ever did for my football game,
bro.
Man. And like me and Joe was talking about last week, like a lot of kids are starting to shy away from like 2 sports or 3 sports.
They want to specialize.
And specialize, but at the same time, those sports helping you with your primary sport, man. Like
if you're a football player and like so you're not a hooper, that's fine.
Right.
track is another sport, and it's aiding in your conditioning. It's teaching you how to run.
Exactly.
You exerting less energy because you understand center of mass, how your foot hit up under your hip. It's gonna help with hamstring and quads. Like you're gonna be more healthy because you're gonna be more efficient running. You know what I'm saying? It took me. I was the same as you. I was playing football, basketball, and baseball in high school, and I actually got in an argument with my dad my sophomore year. And I had been thinking about doing track and baseball. So I was doing track and baseball my sophomore year. And we got in an argument. I just quit baseball.
Yeah.
And I really got into track and became like successful on a relay team. And as much as I regret quitting baseball, because I was actually pretty good, me quitting something allowed me to find another love. Because track, I fell in love with track as much as I did football.
Man, once you get to winning and smoking them boys,
and it's like, if you're a competitor, track is for you because you control everything.
Everything. Coming out of high school, so I know you said you stopped doing stopped doing baseball, primarily track and football.
Yeah.
So when you got over to UVA, what was the dialogue with that? Was it like just football, or was it like track and football?
Yeah, so when I first got there, Coach Wells told me I had to play football for just one full, like you got to go one full season, one full off season, then to another season. Then I could do indoor once that second season was done.
Just so you get in the door first.
Yeah, get acclimated. Because football is like, that's paying your scholarship.
Yeah.
So you got to wait. You know what I'm saying? So, ironically, I tore 2 ligaments in my ankle my first year when we played Maryland. I think it was like the 8th game of the year. I had just scored my first touchdown versus Florida State here at Scott Stadium. So I was up here, bro.
I'm already knowing.
So I grew up loving Florida State. My cousin, Sean Hamlet, who's my idol, one of my idols, because my pops was too. He went to Florida State. He won national championships there.
Yeah.
So, you know, he played with the Derrick Brookses and those guys. So I always wanted to go to Florida State, but I never got recruited by Florida State.
Right.
So I was set to go to Florida, ready to sign my letter of intent, and this was before cell phone, so he called home, my big mama house there, and he was like, "So where you going?" I was like, "I'm ready. I'm gonna sign with Florida."
Yep.
He was like, he just got quiet. I was like, "What's up, man?" Like,
I
couldn't go to Florida State. I'm going to Florida. They just won the national championship that year.
Facts.
I just came from the visit. My bad. I just came from the visit. I forgot who. I always forget his name, but he wore number 4. He won the Thorpe Award that year. He was my host.
At Florida.
But then I was hanging with Jacquez Green, was a diminutive guy like myself. Because they was recruiting me to be a DB.
Okay.
But I still wanted to play receiver.
Fact.
And Virginia was like, you can play receiver, but I just wanted to go to Florida because of Sean. A Florida school.
Yeah.
He go, I ain't gonna try to tell you what to do. But he gonna tell me what to do, right?
Okay, I'm already knowing.
I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but I think it's effed up you going to Florida. I'm like, what you mean?
Right,
like,
yeah.
They won a national championship. They won the best teams in the country. They want me bad. I can play
Florida
DB
State
like,
ain't giving me no love.
Florida State give me no love. I can play DB just like you. You play safety, I'm playing corner. They got my number. I didn't have my number in the jersey. You know my jerseys. I was in the swamp. I was hyped. He go, you don't pay attention. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, think about it. What's the one team you know we couldn't lose to besides Miami? And I go, Florida. He was like, so if you love me and you want to go to Florida State, why would you go to Florida? And I go, all right. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I went to Virginia, dog. Because I had closed the door to Virginia Tech, like Nebraska. And so, like, Nebraska, Ohio State, those schools wanted me to play running back. Because I subbed in a couple of games my junior year. And I was like 215 a game. Then my senior year, I was playing some running back. And every time I got the running back, I was like Shady McQuarrie, people crazy work in his words. But my dad was a running back. And man, my dad was beefing, so I was being like hard-headed. So I said, I'm gonna play receiver, forget him. You know what I'm saying? Like me and him got an argument my freshman year, and I was like, forget him. I'm gonna play receiver. So, but everybody said running back was my best position. If I could change one thing, I probably would want to be a running back because I was pretty good. But when I got here, to answer your question, I got injured after playing Florida State. My cousins got murdered, so I went through like depression, bro. So I won't think about track. So when I rehabbed and played the next year, made that catch versus Tech, I didn't run track even that spring because I was still in the depression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just consume. I just didn't feel like I could compete because of my ankle.
Mm-hmm.
But then after my junior year, I finally got back.
So
in
you
track.
were still feeling it, your ankle, going into your sophomore year. And
I still
too.
felt it that year. I still want 100%.
So did you kind of rush it back in a sense? You feel like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say
absolutely.
because I know when I got a high ankle sprain my sophomore year, and I'll even put it in perspective for you, same type of deal. Like, so freshman year, I'm behind Q Hunter.
Yeah.
That started at UVA.
That was that orange.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm behind Q and I'm learning with him, but I'm also playing. I ain't
Okay.
red shirt, so I scored. But you know what I'm saying, seniors priority. So I'm still balling. I'm making plays. So sophomore year, they leave, and I'm like, boom, it's my time. Like, we got a new head coach. Offsides alone, he dropped me down to 4th string, bro. Offsides alone, bro. I kid you not.
Yo, he one of them?
I dapped him up in the cafeteria. He like, what's going on? What's your name? Rashard. What position you play? Receiver. Okay. We basically moved spots. Like, we stacked each other, basically. He looking this way now, I'm looking this way. And his assistant, Stretch, what's up with all these midget receivers? I'm like, dang. So even though, like, I had balled out, spring ball, camp, 4th string, what happened was we played Maryland the first game. We got waxed. So that next game, I don't know how I ended up getting to the starting rotation, but I was starting rotation.
Yeah.
Finished that game, 2 touchdowns, 125 yards, 5
nice.
receptions.
Yeah.
Going crazy, right? 2 games later, high ankle sprain. And I mean, if people don't know, man, because I talk to people all the time, they don't realize how bad like a high ankle sprain can be. I'm like, bro, and that I rushed it back. Same thing, I'm trying to rush it back, trying to get back on the field. But that whole year, like, I'm tweaking my joint every game, bro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I try to, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime somebody would tackle you.
Anytime you try, and I'm punt returning.
Anytime
so
somebody hit your leg.
You try and boom, catch it, cut. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
I done taped that joint 1,000 times.
Ibuprofen shot. Your body get accustomed to all that medicine.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie, the shot, so they was like, all right, if we give you a shot in the butt cheek, the ibuprofen, like, you.
Oh, the Toradol shot. You know, that worked like 2 or 3 times.
Bro, that joint ain't help.
Really?
I ain't feel nothing. My butt cheek
it probably
was
worked after the game was over.
Yeah.
Once the game was done.
Game was over, I'm cool. During the game, I ain't feel nothing but the sore butt cheek before the shot.
Oh, my God. That joint the worst. That shot is the worst.
I got a dang on, I had got a shot in my hip, bro, after the first USFL game. This episode of the 1,000 Hours Podcast is brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, your one-stop shop for all your cannabis needs. Now, personally, an athlete like me, you know what I'm saying, after a hard game, after a hard practice session, I like to go and grab some of that cooling relief, man. A little CBD oil topical that you can rub on your muscles, on your joints after, you know what I'm saying? Go and get yourself right, man. Now, listen, if you a hot boy or a hot girl, hey, they got the warm relief for y'all too, man. Personally, I just like the cooling relief, you know what I'm saying? Cool your muscles down after a hard, hot day. But that's me. Like I said, man, all your cannabis needs, go check them out, man. Go grab that topical, man. Put it on your muscles. Take care of your body. It's the only one you got. Hey, man, head down to The Hidden Leaf or check them out at The Hidden Leaf CV on Instagram. Go and get what you need, man. We out. I got a dang on, I got a shot in my hip, bro, after the first USFL game last year.
Did you get the shot where they had to rotate it, make sure they get all the juice in there? You ever got one of them?
Did you do that? I'm trying to think.
I see, that might be showing my age.
Yeah,
Dr. Q one time, I had an AC joint right here, and he stuck it right in the joint. And it was so much medicine in there, they had to rotate the joint.
So your joint can kind of evenly take it?
That's how much juice he was putting in my shoulder. He was like, this is only going to work 2 games.
What?
The 3rd game, I said, shoot me up again. I feel, 3 times the charm.
Need it. Nope.
I was at that thing like, hey, I was getting jammed the hell up, boy. Hey, shout out to Cleveland Tom. We were playing Florida State. Man, that joint wore out the 2 series. He was patting me down like this.
Hey.
What club you going to today? I couldn't get off the line. Hey, be like, hey, man, what's wrong with you? I said, dog, it ain't working.
I can't do it.
I can't. Don't get choked out. I know they would. And on the Florida State, I know they were clowning me, dog.
Hey, one thing I did notice, and I never realized this. What made you change over to DB your last year?
So, my junior year, we were deep at receiver, and a lot of guys were graduating. So that summer, I had a very good indoor track season, and I had got down to like 178 So I was like top optimal track.
Yeah.
My playing weight was like 194, 195 playing receiver. So I go to the weight room, and I'm doing every lift in the morning. So I ain't miss a single lift.
But you running so much.
I'm just running so much. So I remember Coach Wells saw me. He was like, Christ, you're getting little, Hawkins. You got to put your weight back on. And I was like, you know, it's indoor season. I'll be fine by the spring. And I just remember it was at Penn State for a track meet. And something just came in my head, man. I was like, dog, we need somebody to run with these fast receivers. Like, I felt like I was just getting fast. So I was excited, like, yo, I'm going to be smoking dudes.
Yep.
But then I was just like, I'm going to see if I can play both ways. So I went and asked Coach Wells, can I play both ways or whatever? It was like, all right, we'll see what happens. Go to camp just playing corner. Chesley Watson played basketball. I remember he came out for the team too. So that's showing my age again. People will know if they follow Virginia basketball back then with Don O'Han. Chesley Watson was the other point guard. But getting out there, bro, that first week, it was tough playing DB because I hadn't backpedaled in years.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, at press, that was home to me because I just knew if you want to take off, take off. We're going to be taking off together.
Exactly.
But Coach Price worked with me, bro, and then by the end of the spring, I got no reps at receiver because they was just like, between you and Tim Spruill, like, y'all are two best corners. So I was basically starting that corner.
Dang.
So we had Billy Mack, Billy McMullen, who played for the Vikings and the Eagles. Had Kevin Coffey, Demetrius Dotson, Tavon Mason. We were very deep at receiver. And Billy Mack was special. And Billy was playing behind me the year before. And something just came over me and was like, get your old ass out the way.
Yeah.
Let that dude shine. Like, every time he got in, like, I dropped 2 touchdowns versus NC State. He caught the next play. The same play, but they put him in. He caught 2. So I wasn't consistent catching the football in my junior year. And I just like, I got to improve my resume in a sense, man. So I wanted to just do both ways. But, yeah, ended up starting that corner, man, and did well because that, like, the Lord don't make mistakes. That got me prepared to play. That got me on the practice squad with the Chiefs because I could do both.
Yep.
When I went to the Falcons, I learned the political side of sports. But then when I got to Kansas City, I was doing both on the practice squad. I would play receiver some, I would play DB some, and they was just like, you might want to go to the Arena League. That's what Coach Vermeil told me. Why? And Coach Vermeil was a crier. He cut me when I'm crying. I'm like, why are you crying? I should be crying.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? But he was like, I'm going to be honest with you. You could probably get 2 or 3 years on an active roster. But it's more than life than just 2 years. Or you could go to this other league and you could probably be a household name because they showcase guys like you.
Facts.
And I know a guy that just became part owner of a team and the GM, and it was John Elway.
Oh, sure.
So he calls him, and they looked at my tape. And lo and behold, half the coaching staff was the same coaching staff that coached me in NFL Europe.
So you was already in the dope.
Yeah, I had just came back from NFL Europe where I was all NFL Europe. I was second in picks. Like, I had that summer, bro, you couldn't tell me I wasn't making the Chiefs, dog.
You already, man.
You couldn't tell me, bro.
I know what time it is, bro.
I came back from NFL Europe. We won the World Bowl. Like I said, second in picks, I had 4. The guy that won was playing for Ryan. He was a safety. He had 6. I'm taking mine to the crib, though.
You going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, when I got cut, man, it was demoralizing, but then I just get a phone call from Elway. I was nervous, and then once I realized the coaching staff knew me, then I got to the Arena League, bro. I never looked back. I got calls from the Chargers 2 straight summers, 2004 and 2005. Just like, this is one of the things I felt like I'd be disrespecting my calling if I went to camp.
See, that's why, man. Honestly, like, stuff like that, bro, that's the reason why I came with 1,000 hours, bro, because, like, the general public will never know stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Really diving into the journey, man.
And then I get another story. Priest Holmes. If people don't know who Priest Holmes was, undrafted free agent. He went to Texas, was with the Ravens. Then he went with the Chiefs. Coach Vermeil started featuring him. Priest Holmes was the cat that was cut up like a Ninja Turtle. Just like a little Ninja Turtle, bro. Just violent on the field, but very quiet and reserved. And you know me, I'm a jokester. I'm a practice squad guy. I didn't go to camp in 2001. I was in camp with Vic and with the Falcons. Got released, the last cut. This is after I was initially on the team, but they got a trade for Darian Gordon that was with the Broncos. As a punt returner. Because Vinny Sutherland at Purdue, 5th-round pick, got cut and wasn't doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And then, so when they signed Darian Gordon to be the punt returner, I was like, cool. They was like, that ain't good for you. I was like, what you mean? Like, he played DB also. I was like, okay.
You ain't
They was
really...
like, we ain't carrying but 6. He makes 7. I'm like, what? So what that got to do with me?
Right, like y'all.
He returning punt. They was like, nah. I can laugh about it now, but no, I was sitting there looking at it like, but what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like, what they got to do with me?
They ain't got nothing to do with me.
You just said I ain't get cut with everybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't
so
got nothing
I
to do
remember
with
when I was about to leave, Vic was like, yo, you can stay here with me, fam. And me and Vic close as ever, and I was just like, nah, man, I gotta chase this NFL dream.
Yeah.
He was like, no, but you could just stay here. I was like, nah, I gotta get in the car and cry.
Yeah.
You know
I got.
I drove home. I cried. Like a week later, the Chiefs called me to come work out with them, and I did and killed it. I remember Joe Jermaine was the quarterback, and I picked him off a couple of times.
Yeah.
Ready to sign, then 9/11 hit.
No.
Yeah, when 9/11 hit, I had to wait a month before I finally got to KC. I was set to go to 9/11 because 9/11 hit, then my grandfather got sick.
Yeah.
My grandfather passed, so I went in a little depression. But it worked that way because they said wait,
Right.
and I needed that because my grandfather passed.
Yep.
But when I got there to get back to Priest, man, like Priest was one of these dudes who was reserved, and I'm a jokester. Like people know me, I joke a lot.
Yeah.
So I noticed people didn't really talk or interact with him a lot. So I just started going up to him. I was like, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
Damn, dog, how you got no muscles, dog? Like, you cut up. And he just started laughing, and everybody looking like,
how you get a laugh? Yeah.
yo, you know Priest? I was like, nah. It was just like, all right. Lo and behold, man, this joker like one of the coolest, dopest dudes. And in practice, he would, every carry, he was go score.
Yep.
And then hustle
That
back.
mindset.
Score, come hustle back. So it was coming out drill, 95, at the 5-yard line, he going 95.
Every time.
And he telling the backup, like Derek Blair, like, don't go in, I'm good. So we about to play the Jaguars, and Vermeer will let practice squad players, like you kind of earn the trip if you practice well. So I got to travel to Jacksonville, and I remember vividly, like, he stood up in front of the team. He's like, anybody want to say something? And he's kind of looked, I used to joke, I'm like, dog, you always running, man? Like, this when Forrest Gump and stuff was out. He was like, he stood up, he was like, everybody always want to know why I just finish every play. And he just went into detail how he had issues with temptation of women and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my head, like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I'm so immature. Like, what the hell? But in other words, like, he controlling what he can't control. Like, that's just his way of kind of tiring himself out.
Yep.
So he had nothing left the rest of the day.
After practice, he going to the crib.
You know what I'm saying? So he ain't had no energy to do anything else. Like, that was just, man, that joker, yo.
Man, I tell you one thing, though, like, going back to, you know what I'm saying, some of the stuff you said with, like, in the league, you get cut and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think people realize, like, it ain't always about your skill level, bro. When you come out, because, I mean, I done had kind of the same type of journey you had.
Yeah.
You know, bouncing different teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can go out there, ball out. I mean, I done had days, bro, I'm killing the starting defense. If there was a game, I done had 250 yards, 10 catches. Like, and then 10 minutes later, hey, coach, want to see you upstairs. Like,
that should be whack.
Hey, no, number there. It's whack as hell.
Hey, man,
bro.
you want to keep your professionalism, man, but you sitting there like, dog, I should jab you right now, dog. Let me see your iPad. Look at this. Oh, you got to, because you had to give it back. But you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had iPads back then. It was VHS, but I watched a lot of film on iPad. And I know how you can save and make a list, make a hot folder. I know dudes that can't make a hot folders of themselves. Just in case they say bring it. Yo, let me download this.
Exactly. I got my clips right here.
And everybody do it. I've seen plenty of guys who get cut. They go on the gram or they go on TikTok and they got this highlight film. People like, man, how you get your practice tape? Like, bro, they made a hot folder.
They made a hot folder.
That's smart.
And you gotta do that because you at the same time. You got to play the system the same way they're going to use you, bro. Or else you're going to be just another number.
Hey, I'm sorry, whoever the starter was, I didn't feel like practicing, but it was at practice, and I was killing you. But I got to get on this.
Killing you, bro. I'm telling you. I remember one time, bro, the Eagles released me after I'd have had a career day at practice. Man, I was so hot, I went on the gram. I posted about 10 clips going to work.
Hey, I ain't going to lie. I can't complain about my practice squad season because the whole time I was at practice squad, I didn't pay
See,
to
yeah,
stay.
that's tough.
They just put me in the
That's
hotel,
tough.
so I couldn't who can complain? Like that's why I never badmouth KC or Vermeer, because when I was on the practice squad, it wasn't like they said go get your own place.
Right.
Just let me stay.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just gave the people at the front my tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
My people, I'm on practice squad.
Yeah, you looking out. Hey, my people
like, here
ain't
you go.
coming no
Yeah,
way.
they ain't coming no way.
Hey, my people ain't finna drive to Kansas City or fly to Kansas City
You know
every
what I'm
weekend
saying?
anyway.
I stayed
so
in a big ass hotel room they had me in.
chilling.
Blowing my money fast. Couldn't wait till the next check.
Couldn't wait.
Man, I ain't had no, hey, the money I did have coming home for the practice squad, blew that
Blowing up.
in Norfolk at the mall with my
Blowing
wife.
it up.
Not my now wife, she's my girlfriend. Man, I bought her all these clothes.
I'm telling you.
Man, shoot,
I tell you the first time, right? So when I was getting the checks, at first, like, I was blowing them, but I was still being a little conservative.
Okay.
I remember we came
I should
back.
have been like you.
We came back this way for the first time, probably like month and a half after I had been. Man, I went to Tyson's Corner.
Oh no, you didn't.
So same, yeah, exactly. So my wife there, girlfriend back then, she had like her last semester of classes. So I drop her off at school. I'm like, shoot, I'll be back. I'm gonna just go walk the mall. Man,
anything you see, you mine. I mean, you got so much access and resources in that league, bro. Like, people don't understand, man. Let me educate y'all. And look, we were practice squad guy. Like, when I was in practice squad, it was like 65K. That was 01, 02. Y'all now, they make six figures now. When you come out of college, when I signed with the Falcons, they gave me a signing bonus like 4 or 5K as an undrafted free agent. That didn't last.
Yeah, I'm already know.
Do that, like, quick. Past that. Agent talking about what mine's at. Like, what?
Wait, yours at?
Thought you get paid on the game check.
From them or
like,
something.
What are you talking about? Yo, the agent that I fired back in the day, you know who you are? You was a grimy dude. You tried to take all my NFL Europe bonus money, like my NFL Europe,
you should be
my interception bonuses. You try to get a piece of that too.
Crazy.
That's why you got fired.
Yep.
And you didn't even get me with the Falcons either. My agent, Ray Savage, who became my agent, he the one that told you. Oh, my bad, man. Am I going too well?
Nah.
You ain't.
Speak your mind,
Hey, Ray actually taught me how to do contracts myself, and then by my last 4 years at Arena League, even though he was still my agent, he let me negotiate my own deals and didn't charge me, bro.
That's tough.
I mean, he went to UVA himself.
Doing your work at that point.
Yeah, he knew I knew the game. Look, in 2008, bro, with the Grand Rapids Rampage, I was with the Nashville Cats. Bud was our owner too, but we folded because he just wanted to concentrate on the Titans. We used the Titan facility and everything.
Yeah.
I was defensive player of the year, had 13 picks, which was I tied the arena record, but I did mine in 14 games because I got cut by Colorado and I had to sit a week. And so I got that. As soon as I got to Nashville, dog, I mean, within 3 games, I had 4 picks.
So you going to work?
I was pissed. They cut me.
I'm already.
I'm pissed.
So it's up.
They cut me, and then I got to play the middle because the guy that was playing the middle in Colorado, Rashard Floyd, who owned Heart and Hustle and do commercials for like Nike and stuff now, he was an all-arena. Like, we were like a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Long story short, I got cut, got pissed, got to Nashville, had a hell of a year, 1 game away from the playoffs. The league went under, but before the team went under.
Yeah.
I negotiated my own contract where I was like one of the highest paid, period, but like the second highest paid DB.
That's tough.
So it was a dispersal draft. Colorado called me like, yo, we think about drafting. They was number 2.
Yep.
I said, hell no, you not. I'm still staying in Colorado.
Yeah.
So I'm right down the street from their facility.
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, we really want you. I said, all right, it'd be cool to be back at home. Me and Rashard, we could do work. They're like, but we can't afford this contract. And I was like, I can't afford the rest of this conversation.
No,
I need my money. You cost me coin.
Exactly.
They cut me because of what I was getting paid, and they wanted to keep younger guys. See? Even when I was like, well, just give me the vet minimum. They was like,
still weren't trying to
that's how I knew God, that was God's hand, because I knew how to negotiate. I was like, well, if y'all paying on some hating stuff, well, if you paying him, pay me that. I'll take that.
Yeah, because I'm doing that work. Yeah.
And now I'll get ready for free agency next year. I'm going to sign a 1-year deal. I want to stay here with my wife and my daughter. Anyway, Grand Rapids, hit me up. Get there. It's cold as hell. We in Michigan. It's snowing. We go through camp. We got ballers, though, and they ain't known for winning. They had won championship years ago, but they would like trash can juice. But we got a squad, bro.
Yeah.
They cutting young cats. Like, man, I'm trying to talk them through. I get a phone call. They're like, Hawk, come to the office.
Right, yeah.
Like, y'all cutting me?
Yeah.
Like, no. They're like,
Yeah.
no. But can you do us a favor? Can you rework your contract? I was like, all right, I ain't taking no cut.
Yeah, exactly.
They was like, no, you ain't taking no cut. So
just restructure.
Yeah, before they get started, I'm giving them ideas. Well, we could do this. You could pay me this now. You pay me this later. So you have to come full circle, right? So I do that, and some other guys, younger guys, stay. And I remember we started out getting our ass whooped, and we had a team meeting, and somebody let the cat out of the bag that I did that so younger guys could stay. They said, man, he took a cut so all you little young MFers could stay. I go, whoa.
Yeah, how you know that? Hold on.
Yeah, like, yo, what we doing?
Brother, wait a minute.
So I lost after the end of the meeting, the young boy's like, you really did that for me, Ball Hawk? I was like, I mean, no, that's the business, bro. Like, I'm still getting, I'm like, look, don't get me wrong, I'm still getting my money, but we manipulated the cat. We ended up going to the playoffs, getting to the conference championship. I'm tying this up because I'm keep telling y'all God will make mistakes.
He don't, bro.
I was set to make, I'll tell you now, I was set to make like 105 that year. I made my base 75, and they gave me like 10 of it up front, so that was 85. The rest they was giving me on the back end, but it was gonna hit next year's cap.
Right.
So I couldn't get paid until the next official arena season.
Facts.
So that, what, 15K I was gonna get before the next, like the new season. You know, whenever free agency starts. The league seeks operation because NFL owners, y'all did. The ones who went like Jerry Jones, even Elway, allegedly, off the blame. I'm saying allegedly because they high power. Allegedly, they just kind of felt like they wanted to get out of whatever deal they had.
Right.
And we were trying to negotiate, didn't happen. Ceased operation for a year. This is 09. In 09, that summer, I went back to UVA to finish my degree because I never finished. I got my degree. Was renting my crib in Colorado to some folks, Section 8 folks, trying to look out.
Yep.
Black family. Punish my damn condo.
Man, look, this is why we can't always support our people, man.
Punish my shit.
God,
they repainted the walls. How you gonna paint my walls, bro? Not even tell me.
It's my shit.
My shit.
You renting, brother.
So I go into that. I get them out of there. I get a call. My homeboy, his wife, know this dude that's working at their school, need a place to stay. I got my place fixed. I said, boom. Credit bad, it's okay. Dog, look out.
Right.
This joker just stopped paying rent. HOA hit me up like, yo, we ain't got a rent check.
Huh?
So I'm paying my mortgage, but not getting nothing back.
And people in your spot.
So he just squatted. So I had to get the law involved, got him kicked out. So long story short, what I'm saying is I'm paying on our house in Colorado and then our crib here in Charlottesville. And I went back to school, had to pay
for school.
They try to work out something. They had a scholarship program, but I ended up having to pay some of that.
Right.
So right when I was like, I got to get a damn job now because I ain't working the whole time. I'm like, damn, I got to get a job. And that's when I started coming out to CHS. And I ended up leaving CHS to go to Green to be like ISS coordinator, which is like secondary pay in Green. You only getting they get paid like, I ain't put that.
But that
was like, so right when I'm like, yo, this ain't cutting it, like
that joke kicked in.
Boom.
Hold on.
I see my account. I go,
something ain't right.
Yo, babe, where does money come from? She like, I don't know. Direct deposit. I go, something ain't right. So I ain't touch it for like a week. Check the mailbox. The slip from Grand Rapids is like, you know, we owed you this. And I was like, yo, we back like trading places. Hey, Mortimer, we're back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
I still was working and stuff, but
look, hold on. Going back to Grand Rapids though, bro, ain't it crazy like how your mindset already, like when they call you to the office, you like, hold on, I'm getting, what?
Yeah, I was like, I know they ain't cutting me.
I know it, because that's your mindset that you already did, man.
I was like, yo, I know they ain't cutting me, but they was on some business, and I was business savvy.
Facts.
So me being business savvy, I guess what I'm saying to like a young athlete, like understand the business. Like, even though you have an agent, pick your agent's brain.
Yeah.
They work for you. Like,
Facts.
understand the language of contracts, understand like percentages, understand like who you are, your brand. Like, I got this firm belief, and big business probably get mad, but I feel like if you're a guaranteed top pick, you can take the Lamar route.
Jackson. Yep.
Because it's slotted now. Like, you know what you're getting paid based off whatever pick you go in the first round. You know what I'm saying? But so 09 I didn't play. 10 the league came back. It was single entity. I played like 2 games for a team in Alabama. Had a pick 6 the first game I played, and I was just playing basketball, so I wasn't in shape. But my last 2 years I played with the Georgia Force. My old OC was the head coach there. Asked me to come play, and I was getting into the school system, like building my, workforce resume, because I was behind playing.
You're football,
chasing the sport.
Exactly.
My workforce resume was trash. Working in the schools, and I just remember telling him, like, bro, I ain't leaving this job getting paid $1,000 a week.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I can't do it. We played 16 grand. I can't. What I'm gonna do if I come back home? This ain't the arena. The old arena league was getting like rookie minimum when I was there was $30K.
Right, you're right.
This is half. So he hit me with this. So what you propose? I go, well, I'm responsible. I said, look, man, I hoop twice a week, and then I'll work it on my own the other 2 days. What's up with me just flying?
Right, yeah.
Buying my own ticket, you just reimburse me. What's up, bro? My own ticket. He go, what? So you just want to play the game?
Yeah.
I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to just hoop.
So I said, give me a month, like sign me, because they had already played 1 game. No, they didn't play 1 game. It was in camp. I said, bring me down. I could get off of my job. Just bring me down the last week of camp.
Yep.
See how I look. And I was bigger. Like, I was like 215.
Yeah.
So I want the 195 that they was used to. So I was bigger.
Yep.
But I had been hooping, so my agility was there.
And you in shape.
You know what I'm saying? I was just lifting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was like lifting, just like sitting around.
Yeah, get right.
For no reason. So I'm just like this. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
No abs. So I ain't doing no abs. So I still got a belly, but I'm just yoked.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? So they kind of looking at me like, oh my God. This ain't the dude we seen that had 13 picks, but shoot, that first game I had like 6 pass breakups.
You got them moving.
And then, but I ended up being a thumper my last 2 years, so I was just a hitter. Like I would just play. I was just playing press. I was at the line of scrimmage like this.
You can't get off the line.
Speed out. But for 2 years, I was the market player where you got paid $1,000 a game. Like the quarterback is usually one of those. But I remember guys were like pissed off, and I remember they had a meeting about me.
Just because of what
like
was your
mutiny,
situation?
Dog.
Yeah, like
I reported. We was playing team for New Orleans in Georgia, Gwinnett, Georgia, our home arena, and the cat named Jerry. That's my dog. He was pissed about me. He was playing DN. He was nice. The word got out that they was pissed. Like, you gonna only show up and this man, he ain't that damn good.
Yeah.
So I kind of looked at them. So excuse my friends, I just gotta be blunt. I said, man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna show y'all I'm working this shit.
Show you what's up, yeah.
Y'all must not know who I am. You better Google me.
You better talk. You better hear something.
So I threw that line of sand. First series, dog. They come out. So in the arena league, the formation is different. It's 3 receivers. Usually one is the motion.
Right.
So, they got the slot guy that's in front of me motion, and the number 1 guy is usually lined up on the wall. Well, the number 1 guy was kind of in, like he was reduced split by our standards. And we playing cover 2, so we got a short corner, and I'm supposed to have deep halves, but we playing, arena league on 50 yards. Yeah. So when he go back to his motion, I kind of look, and I go,
you knew something was up.
Yeah, I go, oh, you ain't slick. Y'all about to run a smoke screen.
Yep.
And I go, these niggas don't think I'm nice. So instead of telling the short corner, it's coming. I go, check blue, check blue, check blue. And I'm pointing up. And I say, hold, meaning hold your water. Right. Don't leave into the ball snap.
Yep.
So I stay at 10. As he come down, I'm looking at the quarterback. And the quarterback is looking at him. And as soon as he do this and he get his head straight, I take off downhill.
Smack.
He, boom, hit me right in my chest with the ball.
Oh, yeah. He
just let it go, yeah. Because Buddy, since the corner was there, he's taught block the threat. Since I was 8 yards off, he's motioning, he's already...
Right, he trying to find you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I told him to stay pressed. He got to go confront him.
Yeah, you already hip on the play.
I'm going to go, man, I pick that thing, slam the ball. I remember the defensive guys came to celebrate. I said, fuck all y'all. Y'all thought I won right?
Yeah. Nah. This your hey.
Hey, yo.
For all you hey, what do y'all say?
Yeah, you.
Hey, I got
you.
I got a report on all y'all.
When I tell you I went crazy that game, the rest of the year, I had 9 picks that year. And I remember, me and Jerry Coon, I remember Jerry says like, hey, yo, OG, yeah. We was wrong that day.
Yeah.
But it was like I handled it right because I didn't like despise them, bro.
Right.
I was just like,
I'm gonna show y'all what's
I'm gonna show y'all, like, dude, I'm really watching film. I used to come to the games like, look, man, this is the formation, this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen. They're like, yo, how you know that? I'm like, don't watch it. Watch the film.
I'm not just out here bullshitting around.
I'm just not at practice.
Exactly.
And I get it. And then my last year, man, we had a shout out to Tracy Belton. He was a young corner playing backside. He went crazy that year.
He was tough.
He went crazy. And I remember it was like the last 3 games of the year, I had the same epiphany I had with Billy. I go, Dean, yo, Tracy, nice. He go, yeah, he's special, huh? I said, yo, let him play the safety. He was like, what? I was like, every time you pull me out in the blowout, he either get a pick, he do something spectacular. So we get to the playoff game, and they had I didn't play like 2 games because I hurt my Achilles at Utah.
So Tracy was coming in after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tracy was a young cat, so he got busy those 2-3 games I didn't play, and he was hitting on all cylinders. And I came for the playoff game versus Jacksonville, and no, we played in New Orleans. We played Cleveland first, then we went to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, I was like, yo, he should start.
Yep.
And Dean was like, what? No, this the playoffs. Like, yo, they hitting on, like, they mobbing. Let them go. And I remember, Jacksonville got a lead. We needed the ball back. And I hadn't played all game.
Fact.
And Dean was like, yo, Hawk, go in. I was like, all right. So Tracy started to go back to his regular position. I'm like, no, let me play front side. He was like, what? I was like, dog, this your team.
Yeah, you seen it.
Yeah, this your team. So I remember it was a 3rd down. They needed a play. They was doing what we call just like a little S motion because the outside receiver was the S. And Tracy was playing down, and I go, Tracy, he about to run a corner. I'm jumping it. Flip it. Go blue. Let me be the short defender. But I'm going to stay back like a man.
Facts.
I'm a slow player. He go, nah, OG, we going to give up the hot right here. Because anytime it's S motion, that's the point guy.
Right.
Usually nobody's covering him up. They pop pass
real
it.
Quick.
I said, nah, their quarterback was like A-Rod. He's a gunslinger.
Oh, so he ready to let that thing go.
He going to let it go. Plus, if he see him down and me back, he going to just think like, oh, I got Hawk ISO.
Exactly.
He my age, so he know I'm kind of like washed in a sense. That's what he
think. You get into your later years, yep.
So, this joker. Dog, we hit the audible when the ball snapped, and we do this, and I came down. So Tracy's bailing with he did what I told him. He bailing with his butt to the side, so he's looking post.
Right.
They running corner. And Aaron like, oh, I got him.
He thinking because he finna break.
Because he thinking I'm going to go here. Because he know I'm an OG. And he's thinking Hawk trying to jump my hot. So he pumped. And I just do a little I start chopping. And as soon as I chop, he take 2 more. And I just take off.
By that time, he already locked in.
Dog, he had the little sleeve on. He done wind up. He looking at Tracy. When he let it go, I can see him go, shit.
Yeah, it's too late.
I was back there.
Too late.
I was just like this.
Appreciate
so
it.
I got a picture on Facebook. My last ever play in the ring league was a pickoff of Aaron Garcia, and I caught like a punt because it came right to me. Receiver just stopped because I was out. Like when he came out, he went boom, boom. He went high.
Right.
Aaron threw it on a rope.
Oh, so he was thinking he was gonna come
out, just like because Aaron is like an OG. Like if you open, he's just gonna get you the ball.
Right, more like an out route, not a deep corner.
Yeah, and the receiver was young.
Right.
So and we taught this. You play receiver, you got him come out high, let the quarterback bring you down. But Aaron is like, yo, if you notice you got him beat, just give me your numbers. It's almost like I'm gonna
put it on you right now.
Hit it on. He put it
on
me.
Hey, what that boy Cam Newton say? You watch film?
Yeah.
Watch this. Yeah.
That's what it was, and that was my last ever play. Anytime somebody tried in the years, they was like, come back and play. I said no. My last play at UVA versus Phillip Rivers at NC State at Scott Stadium was an interception. My last ever play in the rent league was an interception.
Hey, get out while
That's
you
my walk off. I may not won it all,
but hey,
I ain't going back.
Hey, but look, so that film aspect, man, coming to a big play. When did you feel me? When you start putting that in your game more? Because I know me, like personally, high school, college, I ain't watched film.
So when I switched to DB, because I was so green, I had to learn like everybody's tendencies.
Yeah.
Like Rod Gardner played for Clemson, that played for the Redskins, or the Commodores, with Commanders. Top receiver. He was a bigger guy, so I had to learn his tendencies. Snoop Miners at Florida State had to learn his tendencies. Corn Robinson, like that year, Georgia Tech had a guy that played for the Vikings. Rod, you had Snoop Miners, Corn Robinson, who played in the league for years. Like that year, I played against a lot of NFL receivers, and I was green.
And you knew that too. You had to respect them.
Yeah, I had to respect them. Like I remember my first game, I played off Rod Gardner 9 yards. He talking shit to me. Hey, yo, if you bring your ass up here, what I'm supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I ain't stupid now. You going forward?
Because he caught a hit one time, I hit him right in the damn hamstring.
Yep.
Bah! Shot the Rod.
Yeah.
If y'all see his TikTok, he yoked up. He was yoked up like that at Clemson. Bring your little ass up here. They trying to throw jump balls. Nah, I could jump.
Yeah.
I might be young, but I could jump. I had a 38 pro day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I think the only receiver that year that got me was the Kerry Summer that played at Georgia Tech. He was number 6. You
remember the ones that get you.
He smoked my boots. Yeah. Because he ran speed outs.
Oh, and you was at 9 still, or you was coming down?
By then I was at 6.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I had got in my, you know what I'm saying?
So what he was flipping your hips?
What?
Yeah.
Man, he was fast as shit. He ran 4.2. I mean, I ran 4.36, but he was 4.2, and he ran every bit of. He ran like this.
Yeah, he tight with it. You
know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. That make me laugh, cause look, the first time I had worked out Kuntz.
Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah.
I said, boy, you hurt? He said, nah, man, you know I'm just tight. I said, damn, man, you was that tight.
He tightened him up. Kerry, I want to say Washington. That's the actress.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Anyway, he played for the Vikings. Was number 6 at Georgia Tech. This is 2000. He hit me with so many speed outs, whether it was 3 or whether it's 5 or 10 yards. And I'm talking about this was no indicator, no head dropping,
nothing.
No lean. It was just.
And that's what I'm trying to get to my guys now.
I tell people, and it goes on with you. You know, your motto is like, who did I get this from? Was it David Goggins? I don't know who I got, but somebody was like, yo, you got to trim the fat in your life. Like, people go on diets, right?
Yeah.
And they always looking at how much fat and the foods they eat. You got to do that in your life. Like,
you got to.
You got to stop giving things that's not important to you your attention.
Energy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people say they ain't got time. I'd be like, all right, well, let's trim the fat. Like, let's look at what's taking away your time, whether it's your phone, whether it's TV, whether it's like something that's keeping you from something you love. And when we know if we truly love something, we make time.
We really
do, bro.
Exactly.
It's
evident. Yeah, it's evident. Yeah. It's very evident. He's like, okay, boom. This is what he really like to do because I can see it all the time. I see he always putting his effort in. And that's just like with this podcast, bro. That's why I say, like you said, God always doing stuff for us even when we can't see it, right? Like me tearing my Achilles. Like this offseason, man, I trained so hard, Hawk, like watching film, like harder than I ever did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me tearing my Achilles, and I never was down about it because the journey we have, you know what I'm saying, you realize a door closed, another one will open. You optimistic, you positive, you putting that work in, another one will open. So I'm still optimistic, positive, but I've been kind of putting the podcast off for at least a year plus.
Yeah, because we had a conversation at Albemarle when you was like, yo, what equipment you got, what program you use, what mic I need.
That was last year. So, and I've been putting that joint off just because, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it slow you down. You got time for other stuff now.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I just need to go ahead and stop BSing around, stop wasting my time watching other people's stuff, and just put it into my own.
Put it into your own, bro. Like, it's like, and that's the thing, man. It's like, it's no different than being in the workforce versus being an entrepreneur. It's like, we will give somebody else's business.
Yep.
All our time and dedication.
And your bread.
Make them money.
And
you know what I'm saying? Because there's benefits and stuff there, but when it comes to investing in yourself, you'll take shortcuts or put it off.
All the time.
And actually, that should be reversed.
Yeah, no, facts.
But you've been conditioned and programmed to worry about others
That's what it is when it comes down to it.
You got to be selfish.
Yep.
And like in certain aspects of life, you truly have to be selfish.
Exactly.
Even in a relationship, you got to think about yourself in a sense like, you know what? No.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Yeah, you can't.
I love you, but not this time. I'm sticking to.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to hit the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep being like that until you switch the narrative.
Yeah, and like you said, bro, with your rehab and you utilizing your platform because you have a voice, you've been very successful, and then springboard into, your post-football career, that, like, when football don't hold dominion over you, you really have fun with the sport.
Man.
I tell UVA players that I mentor, high school players, and high school is a little different because they still want to get to college.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I tell, like, UVA players, and they could tell you, like, you got to get to it, and I can't tell you when it's going to happen. But when you get to that point, when you realize football doesn't make you or break you, because we all want to get to the league.
Right.
But if you can create another revenue stream, like Kurt Benkert, decided Kurt Benkert. Kurt Benkert, former quarterback here, was with the Packers, practice squad and stuff like that, was always a gamer.
Right.
Did so well that these gaming companies approached him. Then he started doing tutorials on Madden because he's a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. So he already there with it.
So when he started just gaming full time, he was just like, not saying he was just getting the job, but he would get jobs. He didn't want to even worry about playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, Kurt, we know you good people. You know the offense. Come back to the Packers or come to Atlanta. Like, I mean, the list goes on the people that's like that. Yeah. Like, even Joe's situation. Like, I know he was balling in Chicago, but I know his mindset, like, he going to be fine.
He going to be straight.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not allowed. Bryce Perkins.
Yep.
Another one. He's branched out. He's directing things and stuff like that. So when football don't hold dominion over you, and you get to that point of understanding that it's that, like, even I into the NFL, bro.
Yep.
Say I play 10 years. You go into the league, you about 22. Play 10 years, I'm 32. What you gonna do after that for 30? For at least 30 years.
For at least 30 years, cause you got, you know what I'm saying, you got bread, but you ain't got nothing else.
I ain't got top tier bread.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how I know I would have crashed it. I was crashing and burning with practice squad money, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I reflect on my life, I'm just sitting here like, God don't make mistakes, but it's like, you weren't ready.
Yeah, you weren't ready.
You would have destroyed yourself.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie, you can see it. Like, looking back at it, and I see it, you know what I'm saying, kind of the same thing. And then going to that point of, like, having that thing, that just hold on you.
That hold on you.
Man, I went to the USFL for the first season, right? Man, Hawk, I tell you, I had so much fun, bro. And that was more fun I'd have had in a while, bro.
Yeah.
When you get in the league, man, it's so political. So much business, bro.
It's like The Walking Dead.
It take your fun away.
It's The Walking Dead. People don't realize, like,
you're walking on eggshells, bro.
The end of the movie Life is an illustration of week to week in the NFL when you just saw people disappearing.
That's it, yeah. The facts.
Oh, you can be telling somebody.
Gone.
Hey, yo, we're going to run to the store. We'll come back for the meeting.
Gone.
He ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
You don't know that. I be here. Yeah. No, he ain't. You come back, you like, oh, well, his stuff go. Oh, yeah, they cut him.
They cut him. But I tell you what, on the flip side, the dope part about that, though, like, especially when we start getting into this realm of it, and I won't go into, you know what I'm saying, your show, too, just asking about that, but the dope part of it, we got so many connections now.
Yeah,
like, I know so many people. Like, I be talking to people, and people like, that's
how you know him.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I was on the same team with bro, right?
Exactly.
Like, and I ain't gonna lie, some of my kids at staff, bro, they be tripping me up, bro. This mid-practice, we running plays. They be like, hey, man, you know Pat Mahomes? You know Tyreek? You play with Tyreek? How you know? I'm like, bro, first off, pay attention. We running plays right now. Second off, but you know we was in the same locker room on the same team, bro. Like, and I feel like the general public got this hold or this higher standard on celebrity and stuff. But they regular people.
And they want to be regular.
And they want to be
regular. They want to be, not money-wise.
Yeah.
But as far as profile-wise,
they want to be
envy us. They want to be able to just go somewhere.
Just walk outside.
Bro, I seen Mike Vick just can't go nowhere.
Bruh, and that joint put a whole different type of hold on you.
And this one, he was at the peak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he was that, like, you don't understand, bro. Him in Atlanta.
I know he was, what? Tom Brady. I know he. Come on, man.
Tom can't go nowhere.
I know.
Only celebrity I know that could go somewhere is Dave Chappelle because he live in Ohio.
Right. It ain't too much out there.
And Dave is just, I'm just, hey. You know
and you know
saying?
what? It's even crazier today, man, because it's starting in high school. Yeah. Especially with these NILs.
Oh, man. With social media and
it's
stuff.
Starting in high school,
I couldn't,
bro.
man. I respect this. I don't, so I personally, like when OGs, man, you know, this generation soft, I give them their respect. I don't think they soft because the world evolves. Everything evolves.
Right.
The stuff and pressures they deal with is in real time.
It is.
In my day, if you want to see who's an All-American, you had to go buy a magazine or wait for a publication to share it, and it took weeks. If you had a bad game, somebody had to get the paper, or it was just word of mouth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it's streaming.
As soon as you get mossed,
it's
viral.
Streaming. You on TikTok, you going viral, you on the gram. Like, I'm a Facebook guy, so I'm old, but you everywhere.
Yeah, you everywhere.
Now they.
Yeah, quick.
Oh, Rashard, you out here?
Quick.
Hey, man, that's Rashard. He's the quarterback. Look at him.
And it's like, dang, I'm trying to chill, enjoy my time, but you can't, bro.
Man, this generation, hey, man, y'all different type of athletes and different type of just people. Like,
hey, that boy
y'all
Travis
special.
Hunter.
Oh, my God, bro.
And I hope he cool.
Yeah, he had a lacerated kidney. So it was like 3 weeks, yeah.
Hey, man, I hope, you know what I'm saying, everything go good with that,
Yeah.
man.
And I know Buddy was trying to just send a message because when you see the backstory, they was chirping before the game.
Yeah.
And we all been there. I done ear hole shot at somebody on a run play. Yeah, you get the heat of the moment, the game just to shut them like, talk that shit now type stuff. It's unfortunate that he hit him
right
here. Usually we hit, like when we cheap shot somebody, because we all have.
Exactly.
We hit them up here.
Right, yeah.
And even that's still not good because you can concuss somebody. But you on demon, like.
You ain't thinking about the consequences.
Yo, football is so violent, and you get away with assaulting somebody without getting locked up.
Exactly.
When somebody talking to you,
okay,
you got to set the tone.
Quick.
Not to hurt them.
Right.
We don't plan to hurt them, but we trying to make you remember.
You trying to make them feel it.
And if somebody get hurt, you feel bad. Yeah. If you don't feel bad, you
a different type of
you
cat. Even if you make the blow, you still like, damn, my fault.
Dog. I'm right there like, please.
Yeah. Come on,
I'm
brother.
Sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry, dog.
God, please. Hey, get up on there. He ain't looking
Can I really pray right now? Because I did this on purpose.
God looking at you
like, nigga. And look, God be like this. Man, we gonna get, hey, the Holy Spirit has been in grass. You talking about it.
Get your ass over there. Yeah, what you got going on?
You know what I'm saying?
But nah, that's facts though, man. Because I seen, even on the gram, like, you know, Travis Hunter put his joint out. Like,
he was cool. Bro. Yeah.
I mean, you see so many people bashing, you know what I'm saying, the player.
Bashing, buddy.
And I heard he was getting death threats and all type of stuff, bro.
I can't imagine getting death threat over a sport.
Over a sport. But you know, at the same time, and I ain't gonna lie, like, it became a point when I was in the league, and I wouldn't say all fans, but I really gained a hate for fans, bro, because, like, they don't know the game.
That's how Petty Hawk was created. To go
Shut the hell up, Juice.
Yeah, that's for fan bases.
They don't know the game, bro. They don't know situations. They just going off of general knowledge, what they know, what they see right now.
Yeah.
And they just like...
Because what causes you or I to say something stupid? What has to be leading us? Emotion.
Emotions. Every time.
Fans, you know, look, fans are appreciated because they keep the engine going.
Exactly.
Without fans, that wouldn't be us. So every athlete understands that. But it has to be a line where the athlete could be like, yo, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Like, chill out. You're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
Your season ticket gives you this much to say to me, but after this,
right,
I might black your eye.
Yeah.
Not really, but I'm gonna black your eye with my words because I can't hit you.
And the bad part about social media is like, bro, we can't even have a voice. Nope. It's like we say anything. You see so and so saying this. Oh, look how he.
Everybody play the victim, right?
You don't see what that man just said to me.
You gotta be like they tell us. You signed up for this. You know what I'm saying? Like you signed up for the responsibility of being a professional.
Right.
So you do got to be smart, but everybody should be given that grace to be able to respond.
To be you too.
To be human. Like you're gonna have a human reaction. As long as I ain't saying like I hope you jump in traffic and kill yourself, all that type stuff. Right. Like somebody say that, you like, hey, dog.
We gotta talk about
delete your Twitter right now. Whoa. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that, bro. But I feel like, you know, just like with the LeBron James joint, shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. Yeah, when Shorty said that. One minute they want you to be the voice,
the role model, the face of all this.
That dude's the ultimate role model. Like,
the ultimate.
If you, so I love LeBron. I like to make fun of his fan base.
Yeah.
So Petty Hawk will have fun with his fan base just because it's fun. Like, I love LeBron. I love when people like, you a hater. I be like, all right, I got you because you know me. I know you. I love LeBron. But to go off your point with the fans, so when I stopped playing, I was gonna get into coaching.
Rest in peace, the real GOAT though. Before we get into
the Mamba. I was gonna get into coaching, man, and Anthony Poindexter was like, "You ever thought about doing media?" And they made me remember that when I was at UVA, I used to fake like I was interviewing them at the game practices.
Yeah,
that was like my joking thing. Like, hey, Wally, how did you do? You know,
talking
like that. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, "Yo, you used to interview us all the time in the locker room." And I was like, I was joking.
I was just.
They was like, "Nah, dog, you could do it." So I got into media and stuff, man, and that's when I took it upon myself surveying like the Stephen A. Smiths. Shout out to the late Stuart Scott, Bomani Jones. Like the list goes on and on of guys. I really love what Ryan Clark does these days. But I saw the landscape in the media. I was like, all right, they do that, they do that, they do that, they do that. I took it upon myself as saying, if I get into this podcast and media, I gotta give like a player's perspective to where I'm hitting you with like film study.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? X's and O's. But I'm gonna be me. So I ain't gonna be just, you see the X lining up right here. I'm gonna be joking like, yo, look, Joker on the numbers. My man outside leverage smoked already because he ain't got no help. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he thought they was in cover one. He ain't realize they flipped the strength.
Exactly.
He by himself. He still outside leverage. He smoked right now. You ain't even got to run a good route, dog. Just run that way.
Exactly.
Why are you running this way? Run that way. Why you stimming?
Exactly.
You doing all this? You ain't got no.
You giving your leverage up.
You know what I'm saying? You know when dudes be like this? They go,
yeah, I know what you about to do.
Don't be doing that.
You showing me a mile away what you finna do.
That's it, man. So that's what I started doing like with UVA. Like when I started breaking down games and looking at film and just creating my own. Like when I got with UVA, bro, like I didn't ask them like, could I be get sponsors for them or can I on some GP? Can you give me access to this? I got mine out the mud. Like I started on Facebook doing BNN, Ball Hawk News Network, where I took my Sundays when I'm watching TV, realized people was at work, and I was giving them updates of every game.
And
scores,
I peep.
Stats, breakdown, like big plays, what happened, and so, yo, how so-and-so look, yo, and this is with my thumb.
Right,
this is back when Blackberries was
you was
busting,
going to work on the keyboard.
So I started off like that, and then I got offered to do like the pregame show. I did so I did stuff for UVA for about 6 years. I ain't getting no money for them.
Right. You were just so passionate about what you was
passionate about doing.
Yep.
Give me credentials. My payment was credentials.
Yeah, because now people see me working with y'all, and that my name is.
So when people be thinking, yo, man, they just get, nah, dog, I got mine out the mud. Like I was on 92.7 Kiss FM when I had my show, the Ball Hawk Show, and I almost got... Dog, a Facebook group was punishing me one Thursday night, my first week there. He trash. He trash. And T. Smith, Terrace, tagged me. And I was ready to go bomb. I'm like, yo, y'all hating, but I just started reading the comments. And I'm looking at like the script I've been writing. And I go back and I listen to the old show. This is a Thursday night. And I got to get up at 4 because I had to record it. People didn't know I was recording that show 6 a.m.
Right.
And then going to State Farm to work a full day, and it would come on at 3:30. So I'm listen to shit on me. Like they were busting me up like this nigga. This nigga whack.
Basically,
I thought y'all say it was funny.
Yeah.
So when I listen to the game tapes, I'm listening to myself. I'm like, yo, I'm really trash.
Facts.
I'm like, Dwight Howard scored 25 points and had 10 rebounds.
Because you want you.
I was being like somebody else.
You were trying to be that robot.
And it was just like dead air in the back. So I went in that Friday, dogs, like 5:30 a.m. The head lady Tanisha in there. She like, what you think of your first week? I'm like, what you think so far? She was just like, it could be better.
She ain't trying to tell you.
So I said, I go, all right, cool. She confirmed it.
Yep, bet.
So it was like the Georgia thing. Man, fuck all y'all. I got something for y'all.
I heard what I need to hear.
Yeah, I hit that record, dog. I put the Bobby Smurder on. The that was my intro. Yep. Jungle Beat, holla at me. That joint start playing. I go, yeah, Ball Hawk Show. Yeah. I just started rapping.
Yep.
Whack. You a rapper.
Yeah.
Whack. But I'm having fun.
But you having fun.
So in the beginning rap or the intro of the show, I'm rapping about every topic I'm gonna talk about,
Facts,
right?
facts.
I do my show, I got background music with every topic I'm talking about. And I'm just talking shit. I go at Cowboy fans, I go at Laker fans, I'm going at big fan bases. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. I took that idea from you.
Cause now you really in your
really
bag,
in me,
though.
right?
Yep.
So then at the end of the show, I put another beat on and I recap my show through raps. I love battle rap, so I could battle rap.
Facts.
I'm trying to rap every line, and I can't say I'm gonna pull out. You know, in battle rap, you gotta shoot everybody. I can't do that.
It get dangerous.
So I do that, dog. I stop recording. I go, man, they gonna fire me.
I can't.
They gotta fire me. I didn't change the playlist of all the music they play in between. I made my I erased the playlist and play all the music I like.
I know the first day they probably like, hold on.
Bruh, I get home, work at State Farm, get home. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm listening. My wife like, yo, you really hype right now. She was like, how you think they like it? I was like, I don't know. I'm scared they go on Facebook. The show go off at 6:30. She hit my rap. She go, oh my God, that was whack. I said, but that shit was funny.
Hey, you know first off, the wife, they go always.
She was like, that was whack. But she laughing at me. My kids laughing. So I go, y'all think that's funny? And my daughter like, Daddy, that was funny.
That's all I need.
Man, I start getting notifications. I go, oh, they smoking my boots again. That's just T like Hawk. You might want to come in here. They go, man, I'm glad I got rid of that damn ball hawk. This dude they had today. Yo, we need that dude. T go, that was him. They like, what? They like, dawg, that was the same dude. They was like, whatever he did today, he need to do. And what y'all see today was that Friday. And what brought this out was people talking shit about me. Give me the truth. Criticism, constructive criticism, bro. They held me accountable. So I've never strayed away from accountability, and I never lost. Like, I'd rather crash and burn as myself than be successful with somebody I'm not. Because I can't put on this front.
Man, I tell you what, going through football and all that, that sets you up for that, you know what I'm saying, for that time in your career. Because, shoot, if you would have say you would have everything, you gave everything, you know what I'm saying, they would have give you this, you would have got released, whatever.
Trash.
I'd have went, did the show, they was tearing you out the frame.
I've been trash,
you probably might have hung it up, or you might have, you feel me?
Game, recognized game, and you looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
Looking unfamiliar, but he acting like he know me. I don't know your name or your face, you gotta show me. Niggas see me on they television, now they tryna bro me. For real. Limping off my world tour, I'm feeling like I'm Drake. Running laps around these niggas, caught a cramp, but I be straight. Then I hop right back in the field, cause you know I'm tryna get paid. For real. This is the victory lap, somebody come and crown the kings.